The first word is Modeh, or Modah. The word Modeh means to give thanks, but it also means that if you give Hoda'ah, you're recognizing something. You're vidui, you're like emitting something. So it's an admission, it's a recognition. So perhaps in this first word, we're saying that for us to really thank God, we have to recognize the goodnesses that are in our lives from God. Modeh has two meanings: to recognize, to acknowledge, and to give thanks. So there's an interdependence. Now, if you would say this in regular Hebrew, you said, Ani modeh lecha, Ani modah lecha. But here we change it. We said, Modeh ani, modah ani. Why do we switch it? Because we don't want the first word we say in the day to be me. First word we say in the day is Modeh. I give thanks, I give. Right? Because we want it to be not about us. However, we're not erased. It's Modeh ani. I'm also there. I heard Rav Ephraim Goldberg say that you're giving thanks for me. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for making me. It's another way to read it. Modeh ani. Thank you for me. So there goes, Modeh ani lefanecha. So she speaks about this, Sivan Rahab Meir. She says, lefanecha is like, I'm in front of you. And the basic idea is like, in order to give thanks to God for yourself, for your life, you have to have proper orientation, that you're standing in front of God, lefanecha. If you recognize all the goodnesses that God does for you, that can lead you to gratitude, bringing God into the picture. Then it says, Melech Chai V'Kayam. We don't say God's name in this. We say Melech, because most of the time you're saying this before you've washed your hands, you've purified yourself, so you're not saying God's name. It's the first thing you're saying. You could say it without washing your hands. So Melech Chai V'Kayam, God who's Chai V'Kayam. It's not just king, who's alive and enduring. So why do we say them both? Because we want to say that God's not just a king that created us and left us. God is Chai V'Kayam. God's involved in our lives. I'm in front of you, but it's not just I'm in front of you. You're involved in my life. You're helping move things forward in a good way. Those are all reasons to thank Hashem. This is very general. Now we're going to get into specifics. It says, Shechazarta bi nishmati bechemla, that you returned my soul to me in mercy. So that's really the centerpiece of this. Like, you're waking up, God has restored your soul, you're alive again, and you're thanking God for that. That's really like the centerpiece of it. But the first parts can also be understood very generally. Like, you're thanking God overall for everything that God does. Finally, it ends up, Rabba emunatecha. This is from a verse in Eicha, where it says, Chadashim lebekrim rabba emunatecha. It means faith. You create new things every day. Faith, great is your faithfulness. I mean, great is your faithfulness to keep doing good for us. But you can understand this another way. I've heard this, many commentators, they say, Rabbi emunatecha, great is your faithfulness in me. Not your emunah is faithfulness. Rabbi is great. Great is your faithfulness in me. That you chose to put me in this world again. You restored my soul. You believe in me. If God didn't believe in us, if God didn't have a purpose for us, we wouldn't be here. And so we recognize that at the very beginning of our day. We thank God for all the goodness. We also say, thank you for having faith in me, that you put me in this world for another day. You believe there's a mission. You believe there's a purpose for me being here. We thank God for that. So it's a beautiful words. I have good memories when I was in yeshiva, my very first yeshiva. That's how they used to wake us up in the morning. We had somebody going through all the hallways, and he was singing, Modeh ani lefanecha, and they bang on the doors, and wake us all up for davening. We weren't always grateful when he was doing that, but deep down, our souls were grateful to Hashem. And that's really what we're supposed to think about. You start out your day with gratitude. It can insert positive energy throughout your whole day.